In this video, I want to talk about what I did wrong during my losing streak, so you guys can avoid it. The mistakes I talk about in this video slowly pushed me into a drawdown, and all of this happened during my first funded challenge. I was already in profit and I was very close to pass the first phase of the challenge. Over a short period of time, I took several trades and all of them ended in losses, and I ended up in a drawdown. I actually made a full video where I tell the full story of this drawdown experience. You can check it out if you want. I don't know if it's here or here. Anyways, this is where the mistakes I want to talk about in this video started. Let's talk about mistake number 1, emotional trading. So the thing that happened after I took several losing trades, my mood changed. I started to become impatient. I become mad about the things I did and about the losing trades. I really wanted to make profits, and I think this is why I became emotional. I was so close to pass the first phase of the challenge, and then things turned in a different way. I think that is why I became emotional, because of the pressure and the fact that I was so close. I really got mad because of this. Because of my emotional situation, I've started to take low quality trades. And not only that, I also started to see trades or setups that actually weren't there. So once emotion takes control over you, your execution suffers and perception becomes distorted. Of course, I want to work on these mistakes. And that's why if I see something like this today, that I've become emotional or something like this after a losing trade, or even after a winning trade, if I see something like this, I try to take a break, stop trading, go for a walk, go to the gym, do something different. Go away from the charts, create distance. Because I have noticed that emotions are a really big part of trading. Mostly the main fact of trading. Emotions are a really big deal there. And I already knew that emotional trading is a really big part. But when you know it and when you experience it, it's a different thing. You need to experience it to learn from it, to learn how to behave in that situation and how to avoid it. You really can watch as many videos as you want about emotional trading, but the main experience you only get from real trading, because watching videos and actually execute some trades are a different thing. Now I try to be aware of myself, how I executed the trades, how I think, how I behave, and if I notice something, I try to take a step back, go for a walk, do something different. There's a day tomorrow again, and there will be setups tomorrow again. Mistake number 2, overtrading. Emotional trading and overtrading are almost going hand in hand, because if you're emotional, you're most likely to overtrade. And I saw it in my behavior too. I have started to spend too much time in front of the charts. The more time I actually spent there, the more setups I saw. But in reality, I just saw things that I wanted to see, but the quality wasn't really there. But I learned one really important thing in my opinion. The market doesn't offer good opportunities all the time. Especially in Forex, there are only a few really meaningful moves per week. So you can't really trade every day, in my opinion. To avoid these kind of mistakes, I try to set alerts, not watching the markets all the time, only in important times like openings or after news or in news. Most of the time nothing happens there, so I only check the markets in key times, openings or news or something like this. If nothing's there, nothing's there. I don't trade then. I do something different. And if something is actually there, I don't wait for it. I don't look at the charts and wait until it happens, because sometimes it takes hours to get the price where you think it's going to be. So just set an alert and do something different. I think the more you're sitting and watching the charts, the harder trading really gets. It's really that simple. You wait until the market comes to you and you can execute the setup you want to do. You don't need to sit there and wait for it. It will come to you. That is something that I learned. Mistake number 3, lack of focus. So I have noticed in my drawdown that I am not actually focused on my trading. I was watching YouTube videos or doing different things, talking with friends or something like this. And I have noticed when I actually focused on the trading, my execution and everything else gets better. When I'm distracted, my execution quality reduces and my mistakes are getting higher. Not big mistakes, just small execution mistakes. You're putting the stop loss not where it's actually need to be, or something like this, when you're not focused. I learned that I really need to be focused. Like in a mistake before, I was looking too much on the charts. Now, to avoid these mistakes, I try to take trading like a serious job. Nothing like I'm talking with my friends or I'm playing games and trading on the other side. If I watch the charts, I try to set a timer for 1 hour and really focus on the charts and really watch what is there, what can I do, if something is there or not. Not like the charts are open 24/7 and I'm sitting there doing different things and looking with one eye on the charts and with other eye on video games or something like this. I don't play video games, but I'm just saying. I try to focus on this for 1 hour, full focus on this. And after this hour, close the charts, do the other things I wanted to do, talk with friends. And if there's actually an alert, I have noticed that I am executing this cleaner, with a better mindset and a better focus. I'm not staring at the charts all the time. I do something different. I don't lose the focus this entire time. I set my focus clean in the moments I needed to. Mistake number 4, revenge trading. After losing trades, I have noticed the urge to get the money back, especially when I was so close away from passing the first phase of the challenge. I have noticed I was mad and I wanted to do it better this time, especially when you're getting kicked out of the trade because your stop loss is a little bit too close to the spike. I re-entered the trade because I thought that this time this setup is cleaner. The liquidity grab, because I was kicked out earlier, is now over. Now I can get in and stuff like that I told me. And this is actually a big thing why drawdowns are happening, because one lost trade is not only one anymore. When the next trade you take because of revenge trading is a loss too, you have 2 trades and not only one. And this is how one loss can end up in a drawdown. Now, to avoid the mistake, if I actually take a loss on a trade, I don't trade for this day at all. I don't take another trade. Even if the setup is good, I don't do it. I want to protect my mindset. If today the trade doesn't went well, there's a next day. And tomorrow I will start with a clean mindset, good mood maybe, and take this trade better. So looking back, I know that my main issue wasn't my strategy or something like this. It was my mindset. You can't force trades and you can't make money every single day. The market doesn't offer opportunities every day. And that's okay. These are some things that I needed to learn, and I needed to work on my mindset, the most important thing. And that's what I did. So this is the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, and we'll see us in the next video.